welcome to another episode of Diary of a Wannabe Comedian with me, Belle, a want-to-be comedian. Oh, I put a T in there, didn't I? Want to be comedian. Well, what can I tell you? I finished my animation course last week, Friday. We didn't have any more speakers. It was our group exercise that we had to do, and we had to present an idea for an animation and the budget and everything. And our budget was about 30 million. No, was it 30 million? Yeah, 30 million. Seems reasonable to me. We were going to make it in the style of Arcane, which I have to say is an animation I don't know about. I gather it's on Netflix and it's beautiful 3D animation. So that's what we were going to do. Hence it needed a big budget because I had to do some research, and Arcane cost 90 million for 9 episodes. So 10 million an episode basically. So ours was a bargain. At the weekend, I went to Kent. I went to see my mum and Jeremy, who are both doing well. Jeremy did lots of sleeping. He's pretty good at that these days. Little sweetie. I was also going to do Insects Part 2, because I did Insects of Kent, I think. I did a video, silly video. And I was going to do Part 2 because I walked around the garden and it was just full of bees going about their business, jumping spiders, lots of ants. So I got the old camera out, started recording the ants, and they all just scurried away. They literally disappeared. And everything else did as well. So that was the end of that. I mean, what is it they say? Never work with children and insects? Or is it insects and animals? Anyway, never work with insects, full stop. As for today, I've been to see Ricky Gervais and friends for the 5th time. And I was in row A, and I took Comedy Dan, and I think he enjoyed it. We went and had some food afterwards, but Ricky was brilliant, really on form. And it was so good. Really enjoyed it. And Matt and Sean also really good. The only thing I will say is Sean McLaughlin had a new piece on W.H. Smith. Now that's something I was going to write. It was a premise I'd had in my head. And I thought, oh, that would be good to do that. He did it. He did it brilliantly. I mean, I don't think I could have done it as well as that. But nevertheless, it has proven something that I read fairly recently, which was something along the lines of creativity will come knocking. And if you don't do something, it will just move on to the next person, or it'll move on to another person. So you have to bring it into reality or you lose it. And I can't remember. I think it might have been Rick Rubin's book that I was mentioning. I mentioned that a few weeks back. So I was reading that, and I think it may have been in there. I'm going to have to go back and investigate now. If I remember, I will tell you on Thursday exactly what he says. I'll go and try and find it. But I think never a truer word spoken or written or thought or whatever, because, yeah, I should have done it. But then, to be fair, I would have done it, and I'd have done it at an open mic. Then Sean would have done it, and everybody would have gone, oh, look at Belle, she's copying Sean. So you're on a hiding to nothing when you're at my level. Not that I would ever write comedy to the standard of Ricky Gervais, but I might touch on some of the subjects, and that's where it all gets a bit difficult. Although Logan Murray always says, nobody said it like you. So even if you're saying something that's the same as someone else, because, you know, the chances of writing something that someone else has done is quite high, really. There's nothing new under the sun, but no one said it quite like you. And that's what counts. As for whether I'm going to see Ricky again for a 6th time, he must be coming to the end of these work in progress shows. He's probably getting ready now to take it out on tour, and then he'll record it towards the back end of the year and put it out on Netflix. And then it'll be a smash hit because everybody will complain, as he says, they all complain, and that just gives it a load more airtime than it would ordinarily otherwise have. He's still brilliant, and I still love him. Oh, that's something else. I watched Derek again over the weekend with my mum, because mum has Netflix. I don't. I made a stand against Harry and Meghan, and I cancelled my Netflix. But mum still has it, so if there's something I want to watch, I just go there. And we watched Derek, and oh, I love Derek so much. If you've not seen it, you need to see it. It's just so good, so well written. I believe that's his best work. I think mum and lots of other people believe Afterlife is his best work. But I've probably said this before, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I think possibly to get the full, what's the word? What am I looking for? What are the words I'm looking for? To get the full benefit much like wearing a coat in winter indoors. But to get the full benefit of afterlife, you probably need to have lost somebody. And that sounds terrible, but I'm sure that it resonates with people who have lost loved ones. And I'm not saying I haven't lost people. I have, but I think it's probably the degree of closeness to you. And if it's a partner, that's particularly pertinent, and that's probably why it's been so successful. But give me Derek any day. Give me Derek any day of the week. My ringtone is actually Baby Monkey, and that is from Derek. I'm now thinking about changing it to Hamster on a Piano because I'd forgotten all about that song. Much love and gratitude.